Jack and the Beanstalk. Jack and his mother were very poor, so they decided to sell their only cow at the market. But on his way, Jack met a funny little man who offered him 5 magic beans in exchange for his cow. Jack took the beans at once, gave the man the cow, and ran off home to his mother. But she scolded him and flung the beans out of the window. The next morning, Jack awoke to find the most enormous beanstalk growing where the beans had fallen. It had grown right past his bedroom window and reached up into the clouds. Without any hesitation, Jack began to climb the beanstalk. When he reached the top, he came to a vast castle, so he knocked at the door. It was opened by a huge woman, who said, "My husband eats boys, so you'd better hide." She bundled Jack into a cupboard just as the giant came into the kitchen. "Fee foo foom, I smell the blood of an Englishman," he roared. "Don't be silly, dear," said the giant's wife. The giant then poured out a bag of gold onto the table, counted all the coins, and put them back in the bag. Then he fell asleep, and at once Jack darted out of the cupboard, grabbed the bag of gold, and climbed down the beanstalk as fast as he could. His mother brought the cows with the money. After a while, Jack decided he wanted to climb the beanstalk again. The giant's wife was not pleased to see him. "My husband lost a bag of gold when you were here," she muttered, and then the ground began to shake. Jack hid the cupboard again as the giant stomped in. "Fee foo foo poom, I smell the blood of an Englishman," he roared. "Don't be silly, dear," said the giant's wife. The giant then lifted a golden hen into the table, and the hen laid a golden egg. With a smile on his big face, the giant fell asleep. Quick as a flash, Jack darted out of the cupboard, grabbed the golden hen, and climbed quickly down the beanstalk. Jack's mother bought a herd of cows with the golden eggs that the hen soon laid. And as before, they were very happy, but after a while, Jack decided to climb the beanstalk one last time. When Jack arrived at the castle this time, he hid under the table just as the giant entered the kitchen. "Fee foo foo foom, I smell the blood of an Englishman." "Look in the cupboard," said the giant's wife. But the cupboard was empty. The giant then took out a golden harp and said, "Play." The harp played so sweetly that the giant was soon fast asleep. Jack crept out from under the table and grabbed it, but the harp called out, "Master!" The giant awoke and chased Jack, who scrambled down the beanstalk with the harp in his arm. As soon as Jack reached the ground, he grabbed an axe, and chopped through the beanstalk. The giant crashed to the ground, and that was the end of him. Jack and his mother lived happily for the rest of their days.